This is going to be a short video on how peer-to-peer swaps are working on Xenon Network in TESTNET. We've got a TESTNET up and running, and Vilkris has shared his latest P2P swap build of SYRIUS. So we've been testing it out, and I wanted to share a video on how it works. So let me go through my setup here. I have two virtual machines running. I've got Alice on the left, and I've got Bob on the right. So Bob has 100 ZNN and 0 QSR. Let's get Bob's address. So I've copied that. And we are going to go back over here to Alice. So this is Alice's setup. You can see there's a new tab called P2P Swap, which isn't available yet. This is a work in progress. And again, she's got 1,000 QSR. Just to confirm, you can see over here on my node selection, this is a testnet node. We're on chain identifier 321, so this is not mainnet. This is testnet. So let's go back over here to our dashboard. We've got, let's just confirm, I've got Alice's wallet selected. I'm going to initiate a P2P swap, and these are a couple of test swaps that I've already done. I'm going to start a new one. You click on Start Swap. I'm going to send from my address Alice to my counterparty, which is Bob's address, which I just copied. And it looks like we've got a no connection error. I don't know why. Our testnet's a little bit unstable because we only have 6 nodes going. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I think Alice has QSR, so I'm going to send 1,000 QSR to Bob in exchange for 100 ZNN. So I'm going to start the swap, and basically what this does is it creates an HTLC, and it's going to generate a deposit ID. And once I have that deposit ID, Alice will share the deposit ID with Bob out of band, whether that's by email or text message or Telegram. And Bob is then going to take that deposit ID, and he is going to join the swap with that deposit ID. So here you can see copy deposit ID. Alice is going to share that with Bob by Telegram. Now we're in Bob's profile here again. This is Bob's wallet. We're going to click on P2P swap. He is going to join the swap, and we're going to paste in that deposit ID that we just got from Alice. So this is going to pull up the HTLC that was created, and you can see we're on Bob's address. He's receiving 1,000 TQSR, which is what Alice sent over. And in exchange, Bob is going to send Alice 100 ZNN, as we had discussed. So Bob is sending 100 ZNN. He's receiving 1,000 TQSR. And let's just click down so you can see the atomic swap expires in about 12 hours. That's our deposit ID, token standard, sender, which is Alice's address, recipient is Bob, and then the hash lock. So we are going to join the swap, and that is going to create an HTLC that Alice is then going to audit. So let's go back over here to Alice's wallet, and it takes a couple of momentums, I believe 2 momentums for it to show up on chain. She's scanning the chain and sees that the swap has been joined by Bob, and Alice will receive 1,000 QSR. I'm sorry, Alice is going to send 1,000 QSR. She's going to receive 100 ZNN. And that transaction is consistent with what we had discussed, and she is going to swap it. So what that does is it simultaneously releases the funds in the HTLC to Alice and exposes the secret to Bob so that he can unlock the funds that were deposited by Alice. So let's click over here. See details. That's the swap secret. So Alice has exposed the swap secret to Bob, which is going to allow him to unlock the funds. let's go over here, and he's scanning the chain for that secret, which was published by Alice. And in a moment here, he should be able to finalize his side of the swap. Okay, so it looks like the swap completed. We're on Bob's profile. And let's go back over to, let's just double check our wallet balance. So you can see, again, we're on Bob. Bob now has 1,000 QSR, and Alice, this was the completed swap. Alice received 100 ZNN. So let's just double check to make sure that's true. There it is. Alice has 100 ZNN. So that was an atomic swap between Alice and Bob. We still have some kinks to work out. I had to pause the video because I actually had to open and close SYRIUS to get the P2P swap to show up. It was just sort of timing out. I ended up having to close the wallet and reopen it as the wallet was scanning the blockchain for the secret. So we'll work through that, but it's looking really good. Pretty simple. The process takes from start to finish about 5 minutes when there's no hiccups. So let me know if you guys want to test it out. Thanks.